Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be discussing the announcement of the UK release date for the war between the land and the sea. But before I get there, I'm recording this episode on the 19th of November 2025, and this was announced on the 14th of November 2025, so I'm not doing too bad with doing it reasonably time-wise. But as you can notice by the date I'm recording this episode on, we're only a few days before Doctor Who Day on the 23rd, so we don't quite know what's happening with that and what announcements are going to be made, so this might... this isn't going to change, but we might have more stuff. We probably will have more stuff to talk about, so yeah, and I don't know necessarily the order in which the episodes are released on YouTube. Without further ado, let's read the press release, which is titled Broadcast Dates Revealed for the War Between the Land and the Sea. As I mentioned, this was announced on the 14th of November 2025. The next adventure in the Whoniverse is set to launch with a double bill on BBC iPlayer and BBC One on the 7th of December. The BBC has announced that the highly anticipated series, The War Between the Land and the Sea, is set to launch with a thrilling double bill on Sunday the 7th of December from 8:30pm simultaneously on BBC iPlayer and BBC One. The five-part series follows Barclay, played by Russell Tovey, a low-level unit staff member whose ordinary life becomes a world of terror when an ancient species rise from the sea. Barclay becomes humanity's ambassador when the mysterious Salt, played by Gugu and Mbatha Raw, emerges from the tank at his summit on the Thames. Unit, led by Kate Lethbridge-Stewart, played by Gemma Redgrave, fights for control as humanity faces destruction. Alongside Russell Tovey, Gugu and Mbatha Raw and Gemma Redgrave, the series features a star-studded cast including Ruth Madeley as Shirley Bingham, Alex Devereaux as Colonel Christopher Ibrahim, and Colonel McFarlane as General Austin Pierce. Other previously announced cast members include Adrian Lukes, Patrick Baldy, Francesca Corney, May Mack, Vincent Franklin, Walid Hamed, Easton Arwell, Hannah Donaldson, Mapreet Bachu, and Anne Ikerjin. Russell T Davis, the showrunner, writer and executive producer, says, "We're so proud to launch this show at the height of the schedules, and that all 5 episodes will combine to make a terrific box set to watch over the Christmas holidays. The series is produced by Bad Wolf with BBC Studios for the BBC and Disney branded television, and will launch with a double bill on BBC iPlayer and BBC One in the UK at 8:30pm on Sunday the 7th of December, and exclusively on Disney Plus outside of the UK where available in 2026. The series was created by Doctor Who showrunner and executive producer Russell T Davis, who has written the series with executive producer Pete McTighe. In addition, executive producers for Bad Wolf are Joel Collins, Julie Gardner, and Jane Tranter. The series is directed by Dylan Holmes-Williams, with Lorne Barth serving as the show's composer. We have got a bit more information about the war between the land and the sea, if you just bear with me, because there was more info released about it on Russell T Davis's Instagram. So here we go. So this is the post that Russell T Davis posted on his Instagram when the War Between Land and the Sea release dates were announced. Here we go. Episodes 1 and 2 on Sunday the 7th of December at 8:30pm on BBC One. Episodes 3 and 4 on Sunday the 14th of December, and the shattering climax of episode 5 on Sunday the 21st of December, which means it's a great big 5-episode box set to watch over the Christmas holidays. War, revenge, betrayal, pearls, submersals, romance, a treacherous number 10, and a plastic apocalypse. Watch the seas. So proud of this. So it's 2 double bills and then the finale on the 21st, so just in time for Christmas, instead of a Doctor Who Christmas special, which we don't have this year. So, yeah, that's when it's released. As you will notice, I've mentioned the UK because we don't know when it's released outside the UK, apart from it's sometime next year. But without further ado, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the announcement of the release date in the UK for The War Between the Land and the Sea, as well as if you're planning to watch it when it is released either in the UK from the 7th of December or on Disney Plus outside of the UK at some point next year. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.